Hi chums, right. It's been a while, but there's been a few things have gone on, and some good, some bad, but overall things are kind of normal now. So you remember we did the big renovation on the house, on the old part of the house. Well, there was one room we didn't do because we were using that as a kind of a study library, sort of just a place we could keep all our work stuff and our books, because with so much of that sort of stuff. And now that we've both retired, we got rid of all our work stuff, which was, well, I didn't actually. I kept some of my math books because I would read math books in bed at night, and that's really bloody sad, isn't it? I like maths books, and I would get them and buy second-hand ones, especially old maths books, and I would read those to see what way maths was presented maybe 50, 60, 70 years ago. But apart from, okay, get away from my sadness. I'm going to show you here one of the rooms up here, because we did the renovation. I don't ever think I showed you the rooms finished off. So this is our living room here. Now it's a bit cluttered at the moment because we've got this Starship Command over here. This is the. I have to get back here because the camera's. I've moved my computer and chair into this room because we're getting this room behind that wall fixed up. So everything's kind of through other again, but you can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. But the lovely thing here, look at the lovely nice square corners and edges all around the room. That was never like that before. So what do you call it? I really enjoy that. We're still putting paintings up. No, that's one my daughter did there, and that's one we bought. And we went to a show in Lurgan town, in the library in Lurgan, and my wife liked that one, so we bought that one. And then over here, there's one I got for my birthday. That's a road bowler, or they call it bullets. It's a 28-ounce steel ball, and they play this game mostly in Armagh and Cork. And you throw the ball down the road like golf, and the least number of throws wins the game. The ball leaves the bowler's hand at about 120 miles an hour. So you don't want to get hit by that there. You'll be killed stone dead. So I saw a picture like this one, and I described it to a friend who's an artist, and he drew me the picture I described to him, which is more or less exactly what I wanted. So that's a different style of bowling. A lot of the bowlers actually jump right off the ground to get as much forward momentum as possible. So that's that. But as I say, we've got this room sorted out, and this is our living room. We've got it sorted out. If you put those lights on up there, because they're nice. I didn't like them when I got them. They're quite nice actually, They give a nice light out. Everything's all these eco bulbs and everything, as you know, and it's hard to find ones. I like plenty of light, But anyway, that's that done. Now, the story behind... Where are we at? Right. The story... I'll film me, filming you, filming me. Try and get that infinity thing going here. No, I can't get it. I need another mirror on the other side. Anyway, the story behind... this room here, where I'm pointing over to the left. This was used as a library study for many years, and it was painted when we came to the house. What we should have done is what we're doing now, but at that time we just bought a house, we were doing a complete renovation, and another couple of £1,000 was kind of out of the question. So the room wasn't that bad, so we just painted it, and then we put shelves up right to the ceiling and put all our books on and put in tables for computers and filing cabinets and stuff. So it's like you get enough of a shock when you take all this stuff down many years later and you see the dirt of the place. It looked okay where you were able to dust and that, but you can't get in right behind all the books. But anyway, I noticed damp in one corner, which concerned me greatly because we had to do all the damp in this room and the two bedrooms again. But it called my mates in who are builders, and they looked at it and they said, when they pulled part of the floor up, they looked and they said, they'll see the problem. There's a wall plate, a joist touching a wall plate that had no damp proof over the end of it, and it acted like a big straw and sucked the damp from the outside below the DPC into the house and up into the wall a bit. So it left that damp in the corner. There was also a problem in that we had stuff stacked in that corner for years and never moved. So it was an air circulation problem. But they arrived at 4 o'clock on Sunday, yesterday, and they left at about 20 to 5. And in the half an hour they were here. In the half an hour they were here. This is what happened. They took my floor away. The whole damn thing. Now, see over here, that's the corner that the damp was in. But if you look at that there, if you imagine the floor was where the skirting was along there, if you look at the damp there, that was where there were a lot of cases full of old cassettes. And of course the CDs came along and the cassettes were never moved again. And I assumed that the damp came from no air movement, but what happened was there was a joist running along the wall here, and it was just touching the front wall over there, and that's below the damp proof. So it let the stuff in, it let the damp in. So that's what happened. So what we're going to do is they're going to take the floor out completely, and they've obviously taken it out, and they're going to come tomorrow and fill it full of stones, and then we'll put a concrete floor in instead, and that'll be the problem solved, you know. But the room looks really bad, really bad. So I'm going to get it completely replastered and everything. You can see there where all the shelves are, all the holes in the wall, you know. But if you've got a room with lots of books, this is what happens. You can see this you can see the shape of the books going down the wall, and they attract damp in and stuff, you know. So and they're very dirty. That's all dust against that wall, you know. And you think you've got the place clean, and then you don't. But there's marks here where pictures were up there on that. But I also went around with a hammer and started beating lumps out of the wall. So there you go. So tomorrow's video will be hopefully be this full of stones. And in the next couple of days it will be, they'll get a whacker plate in and blast all this stuff down. This copper pipe is going to be replaced with HEP pipe, so there's no problem with concrete. And I'm going to get this plug here. You can see the feed, that plug there is feeding this plug here, and you can see the two wires. So it's going to be, I want to get that plug taken out and put there, because I'm going to put 2 bookcases in here. We still have books, not as many books. We got rid of a lot of our books, and we still have enough for 2 meters of bookcases and 2 meters high, you know. The more or less the same type of storage, only more selective in what we store and what we keep. So I'm going to get that plug there, moved from behind the bookcases over to here where we can actually use it, you know. So that's where we are, folks. Another big job, but they can work through the window this time, which is pretty good. They can bring a trailer right up against the window and shovel the stuff in from there. So my job tonight is, this got really dirty yesterday when we were pulling all the stuff out all around there. I have to make a little sort of a ramp to go over the bottom of the windowsill so they don't damage it bringing the stuff in. So that's it. So that's where we are, folks. Another big job. The only thing we found of any interest down here was an old 15 amp light switch, and that was it. Nothing else. So there you are. So the one thing about this is it'll mean the house is completely finished now in terms of damp and restoration, and it can be, well, they can put it up in the, whenever I die, they can put it in the market saying there's no work needs done. I hope it doesn't say they had recently renovated, but that's it. So I'm doing this for my children, I suppose, who will sell the house and then just go back to England again. So there you go. I don't know. They might come home, I don't know. One of them might come home, I don't know. But they're more likely not to. But that's it. That's what happens when you spot a wee bit of damp and they call my mates in and they go, right, pull the floor out. The one good thing about this is that, the good thing about this is that these guys are brilliant workers. They're brilliant at their job. They're the best at their job, you know, and they're always really busy. But in terms of an emergency like this, they just come straight over and start working. But they never stop working, you know. So I hope they have mine done before they die of heart attacks, because that's what's going to happen to them. But anyway. So there you go. First installment and the first video for a long time. So it's good to be back. I'll be doing a couple of potato videos soon, and I've got a wood turning video to do as well. So we'll do that maybe later on tonight. Okay. All the best now. Bye bye, and thanks for watching.